Jai Guru. Question. I am really grateful to you for initiating me, but I cannot attend the weekly meetings and other celebrations. I still have a life at home, and with work I'm under a lot of pressure. I did not realize it was going to be such a commitment. Answer. Don't feel pressurized. Do what you can. You did commit to the 2-hour-a-day meditation, so if that is all the time you can allocate to meditation, it is fine. However, there are many others in your situation who are able to find the time to attend all these extra gatherings. The more involved you are, the quicker you will see results. As Maharaj used to say, casual spirituality will not work. Question. I am going through a very difficult time, even though I know that everything is an illusion. All I can do just now is try to be the best husband and father I can be. I am committed to the family. Answer. Sometimes, due to difficult circumstances and pressures, life becomes more intolerable, and one desperately needs to hold on tightly to something to feel less alone and ease the heavy burden. When this happens, it is normal to need greater support and to cling to something or someone. Of course, it is important to look after your family, but your primary commitment should be to self-realization. While going through this difficult patch, it is important to remind yourself from time to time that everything is an illusion, including your family. Question. I am still hoping that my wife shows more interest in these teachings. If she did, the daily pressure would be less. It would be wonderful if we could do the practice together and journey together. Answer. Some devotees find the practice a lonely road, so they wish to bring their partners or friends along with them, even when they are clearly not interested in spirituality. Stop hoping this will happen, as it takes your attention outwards instead of within. And besides, this recurrent thought keeps perpetuating the illusion that you are a separate individual who is weak and lonely. Who is lonely? When the going gets tough, that's when you need to be strong and not look for anyone else to hold your hand. Question. I've dropped some time-consuming habits to make more time for practice, or, as Maharaj says, to spend time with you. Mantra is happening, self-inquiry is happening, meditation too, but not rigorously structured times. There is a pull toward learning bhajans, and devotion is natural and spontaneous. So it is happening, but not regimented. Is this being too cavalier and not serious enough? Answer. You have made a very good start. Dropping some ingrained habits in favour of the practice is not easy. Well done. The discipline will come and you will fall into a regular pattern of practice 3 times a day when you can. It is a big improvement instead of indulging in worldly entertainment. Mantra, self-inquiry and meditation are taking place. Plus, you say you are drawn towards learning the bhajans. And this is not just a thought, but a pull, a divine pull. Excellent. And best of all, you report that devotion is natural and spontaneous. This means that your heart is opening up to the knowledge and the guidance of the masters. You ask if you're not serious enough about the practice. I would say, compared to giving your attention to worldly affairs and enjoying the scene, there has been a definite shift to stay with the seer and involve yourself with the practices. That is very encouraging. Go slowly and steadily in the beginning, or the ego will rebel. Question. During an overnight shift, I was reading your book, Who Am I?, when I suddenly felt no separation between myself, the words that I was reading, and the one who wrote them. It was brief, but extremely clear and strong. Another thing that's been happening is that I seem to be internalizing the truth that I am what I am looking for more and more. There is a certain sense of safety to be found in this fact. I already am what I am looking for. I am also becoming dispassionate about things in general, at least external things, since I already know that anything that can be experienced is non-self. You and Ramakant speak about all this, and I've understood it logically for a while now, but it seems to be sinking in more deeply. It seems like my acceptance of what I know to be true, the teachings of the lineage, is growing exponentially, and a kind of relief and contentment accompanies it. Answer. That is great to hear about your experience with Who Am I? Maharaj used to say that one should not write spiritual books unless you are one with the knowledge and the reader, because it is only in oneness that the power of presence behind the words can be transmitted. Absorbing or internalizing the truth that you are what you are seeking, plus growing in dispassion and accepting the teachings are very good examples of the progress you are making. The contentment will continue to grow as you go forward. Well done. Question. The mantra is not working. I am not experiencing any bliss and not even seeing any bright lights. Why is it not working? I had expectations that the Nam mantra would bring me peace and happiness. Answer. You will not experience these things until changes take place within you. The Nam mantra is a tool to help you erase all the worldly, illusory layers which you have accepted. The benefits will arise after these layers have been removed, not before. First, you need to go through a cleansing process. So be strong and determined to erase everything that is not part of your true nature. Question. I am in the middle of the clearing process, and now I feel a little depressed. It is as if I'm losing all interest in things that used to be of interest to me. Answer. This lack of interest or indifference is just a stage in the process, and it will pass. First of all, we need to detach ourselves from all the illusory things that we hold dear. But later on, after a shift in perspective, that sense of indifference will dissolve too. Question. I have been following the practice for several months now. How can I tell if I'm making progress or not? Answer. You may find that you are more tolerant of others and patient. You may feel more enthusiastic about the meditation practice, and say when you're faced by worldly difficulties or challenges, you will be less reactive and affected than you were in the past. Jai Guru.